Good morning, you guys, and welcome back to the vlog. I am headed out to work. I have a pretty long day at work today. I won't get home till later this evening, which I thought I was gonna have a little bit more of a chill day, but things got added to my schedule and that's fine. So I'll see a few patients today. We have a team meeting and usually lunch is provided. So I'm not gonna make lunch on my way out, but I am gonna make myself a coffee for the road. It's like a 45-minute drive to work. So it's not awful, but I do like to have something to sip on, and it's kind of like mid-morning going into the afternoon, and I think a pick-me-up would be so nice. I went to Starbucks over the weekend and got my first pumpkin spice anything, and I got the cold brew with the pumpkin spice cold foam on top, and it was so good. I'm like so inspired by it. So I picked this up the other day. This is Almond Milk's pumpkin spice like flavored milk, but I think it's a little bit sweet. But I'm gonna try to do like an iced Americano with cold foam. One thing I really love about the Nespresso milk frother that came with my Nespresso is that you can do cold foam and just regular like frothed or warmed milk. So I'm gonna do the cold foam setting and try to get a pretty like fluffy cold foam texture on the top of an iced Americano, and we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna add just a little bit of maple syrup because cold foam is usually really sweet, and I don't think this is gonna be super sweet. For the cold foam, you just hold down until it turns blue. If it's gonna be hot, it'll be red, so now it'll just kind of froth it together. My tripod broke over the weekend, so I have you guys set on various things in my kitchen that are the right height. Right now you're on my coffee maker, but this is honestly really good. It's not super sweet, which I guess is kind of what I wanted, but it has such a good flavor. I think it's the almond milk that has like just a really good rich pumpkin flavor, but it's not artificial at all. I know we're almost at the end of fall season, but I had to get my pumpkin and fall flavored things kind of fit in somewhere because I had so many food aversions for so long that coffee was just not even an option. When I have a long day at work, my saving grace is snacks. I really don't like to stop and get anything, so I'm bringing lots of fruit today because I just stocked up at the grocery store earlier this week. So I'm packing 2 cutie oranges, an apple. These are the Honeycrisp and they're so good. You can tell they're in season right now. And then a banana. Morning everyone, happy Saturday. I just got ready for the day, just put on an outfit. Caleb and I are about to head out and run a few errands, but it has just been the most chill, calm morning. It has been so nice. It's cold outside, it's cloudy, it feels like November 1st, so it just feels right. But today's gonna be fun. We're gonna run a few errands and then we have some things to do here at the farm. And then just kind of hang out and chill. Caleb made a fire this morning. I made myself breakfast, made myself a coffee, and then just did my makeup, slicked back my hair because it's a hair wash day and it's just gross. I'm getting a little tired of doing it lately, so I feel like slick back is kind of my go-to. I'm wearing a very basic Lily outfit. I feel like I wear some kind of version of this outfit, but now that it's cold, I am so happy that I can break out the Uggs again because I feel like it makes an outfit so cute and different. It just makes it a wintry, fallish outfit, whereas I would wear sandals with this in like the fall, early fall or summer. I just have on my favorite barrel jeans and then this white sweater and then obviously my Uggs. I've been thinking about this a lot recently, but I would really like to put a full-length mirror somewhere upstairs, either in the hall or downstairs, somewhere where I can take like mirror pics of my outfits or show you guys my outfits. The mirror in our room, I feel like our lighting in our room is never super great, so I'm not usually in there and I don't feel like the background is super cute, so I'm always thinking about that, but I don't really feel like we have a good spot for a mirror unless it goes in our living room, and I don't really know if I want a mirror in our living room. We could put one in our mudroom, but our mudroom's not finished either, so it's just kind of like waiting for the perfect spot to open up. But I do really want some kind of full length, big, kind of giant mirror somewhere on the main floor. I feel like it's helpful for me, like before I walk out the door, or even like for guests that stay, things like that. I made myself a salted maple latte with cinnamon and it is so good. I made it yesterday and I made it too sweet. It was really good, but it actually made me feel like off after I drank it all, because I was like, I think that was just so much sugar and caffeine that my body doesn't know what to do with it. So I made it again this morning and just added less maple syrup, but it is so good. I feel like I add more salt than you think you'd need, but I think that makes the whole drink.
Let's do it.
We got our bathroom tile. I am one happy girl. We have been running errands for a while, a few hours now. We just stopped and got lunch at Chipotle, and now Caleb is getting fit for a tux. He's in a wedding in 2 weekends, and so we have a few errands to run for that, but he needs to get fit for a tux. So he's out doing that right now, and then he also needs to, I don't know if we're gonna go by Boot Barn or a more local boot store, but he also needs to get some new boots for this wedding as well. So those are the two things for this wedding. We went by Lowe's. We have a few home improvement things, like we have a window that's broken and we need new locks on our doors, things like that. So we went in, got all of that stuff. But while we were there, I'm so excited because we picked out our floor tile. I had a different floor tile picked out from like a tile shop online. We got a sample sent in and I liked it, but it wasn't like I'm in love with it. And then we were in Lowe's just looking through the tile and we found such great tile that was also on sale. So it's actually gonna be so much cheaper than what we were initially thinking for tile. So we went ahead and bought all of our tile, which I'm so excited. Caleb has been a little bit like hesitant to do this project. I don't know if I mentioned, we're wanting to redo our upstairs bathroom. So that's what this tile is for. It's for our upstairs bathroom. It's not been renovated. We have a vanity picked out that we need to order. We want to upgrade from a single vanity to a double vanity with more storage, and then just like paint everything, paint the trim, paint the walls, hang things up, redo like lights, things like that, just to kind of give it like a facelift. And I think it'll make such a big difference. So I'm so excited about that. But Caleb has been a little like hesitant to start the project. I think it's because he knows how much work is gonna go into this project, and I'm just like, come on, like let's start ripping things out. And then if that were the case, we'd be living with a gutted bathroom for probably a month or so. So the way he's doing it is a lot smarter, but I'm just so excited to get this done. So I feel like this is a big step in the right direction to pick out our tile and have it. I feel like that's kind of the biggest thing. We'll need to lay tile first, obviously rip everything out, and then the vanity can come in a little bit later. We just need to order it. I'm kind of hoping it will go on sale. Keep an eye on that, but we're getting close to that and I'm really excited about that. That's one of the projects that I've been really vocal about wanting to get done in time for when our baby comes. I just think like with people coming over, there's only one bathroom upstairs. So just getting that done and also having it out of sight, out of mind, like as a nesting project too, and just being completed will be so incredible by the time baby comes. It's just one of those things we can do without a kid that will just be so much easier for ourselves. I don't know if I've talked about this on the vlog, but my Jeep has been broken for, I want to say close to 3 weeks now. It has had a lot of issues. It broke down on the side of the road for me. We took it in, it got fixed, and then it still was undrivable. I drive a Jeep Wrangler, and there's like this known thing in Jeeps that's called like the death wobble, and I have that times 1,000. I have to pull off when I'm driving on the highway or anything of that nature. So it's just really unsafe and dangerous, and we knew we were gonna upgrade to a different and more safe, reliable car when we had kids, and that's now. So we're taking this weekend that we're home to just test drive cars and kind of look at things. I've been driving farm vehicles and my in-laws' cars for the last few weeks whenever I go to my internship and things like that. It's been such a blessing. They've been so sweet, so generous about it, but I am ready to have a vehicle of my own again. So I'm really excited about that. I think we're gonna go to 1 or 2 more dealerships. I think we found a car that we're really happy with, but it just feels right to go and look a few other places. So we'll do that. We've been out for like a few hours, which is fun. I don't really feel like Caleb and I have done like a fun shopping outing day in months, probably months. I mean, when you live on a farm, your time and energy and like what you're able to do just stays so central to the farm, so you don't really like have to go and find things to do out of the house on a Saturday. You could stay at the farm a whole weekend and still not do everything you need to do. So it just looks different where we're at, and I love it. I'm not complaining at all, but it's just funny looking back. We used to do like mall dates and going to Target just to get out of the house, and now it just looks so different. And so it's fun when we do get to do just some like errands and hang out. The two of us, I just think it's so fun, and it's also sweet to think about. We'll be a family of 3 so soon, and that these moments are some of our last together. Just soaking it up. I also just am so happy when he's home. It just feels like everything feels right. I just love it. I love when he's back. All fitted for your suit.
All fitted for my suit.
Just changed and came out to the barn. Now that it's getting colder, we bring in our horses and feed them once a day. Our younger two don't necessarily need supplemental grain right now because there's still green grass that they can eat. But we have an older pony. She's like 33 and she looks pretty rough. She's just old. And so we bring her in and the other horses and feed them grain once a day, or try to. My sister-in-law's horse has been sick kind of on and off for the last few months, so, and the pony. Everyone's kind of been sick here and there, so we've been doing lots of some medicine, pills, oral, eye drops, things like that. So it's kind of something that we've been in the habit of doing, of bringing the horses in, but it will especially be more of a daily practice now that it's getting cold. It's in like the 40s right now, so it's not freezing, but it's cold enough where I feel comfortable in my jacket. I'm actually still a little cold because the sun's not really out. But anyways, all that to be said, we don't usually bring them in for grain unless we ride them in the summer, but now that it's getting colder, we just need to make sure they're getting everything they need to. And in the winter, sometimes we'll bring a hay bale out for them. I don't think I've talked about this on the vlog, but I've decided not to ride this pregnancy. So I don't spend as much time here in the barn as I would like to, or I want to, but it's still really nice to come out and just do some chores, kind of get moving and spend time with the horses, especially my horse. She's just newer to the barn, so it's fun to always kind of just see how she's doing. She's really spunky. She's a really good horse, but she has a lot of personality. She has a lot of attitude. So it's just hit or miss with what I get, and so she keeps me on my toes, but that sometimes makes me a little bit nervous just because I am pregnant. So I've just decided to not ride, and I think that's kind of a universal thing. What's he doing to you, Charlie? I'm gonna let them out. You wanna stay in here with me while I do that? Alright, she gets let out last, or else she goes later.
You mean like comes back in?
Yeah, or like...
Hold on, I'll get her. You gonna let the other ones out?
Oh, you're just gonna hold her out there?
Yeah. Whoa, I see what you're saying. Oh, whoa! Oh. Whoa.
That's what I mean!
Charlie, go on. Dang,
She gets all crazy.
Are the other ones coming?
No, because then they'll get in a fight. No, she's gonna go in the back. She doesn't even go in her own stall.
What the heck is going on right now? I'm so confused. She's mad the other ones are still in?
Yes, that's why we let her out last, or else she throws
You
it
stand
there.
back. I'll get it.
That's why we keep her halter on, so I can catch her.
Mom knows about this?
Yeah, good girl, Charlie. Good girl. That's a good girl.
Now I can let her out?
Yep. Here she's coming too.
This is crazy. So she does this every time.
Yes. Good girl.
Puppy cow. He's so chilly up there.
Good morning, you guys. Happy Monday. I am up and ready to get the day started. I just made the best breakfast for the fall time when apples are in season and they're crisp and they're so sweet. I love cinnamon apple pancakes. I dice apple up really thin and then spread it over a pancake while it's cooking on the other side, and then spread cinnamon and then a little drizzle of honey, and it kind of just like caramelizes the apples. It's so good. I use the Kodiak waffle mix for my pancakes because it adds just like a little bit extra protein that I wouldn't get just getting a normal pancake. I am about to walk up the door. I am headed to a hair appointment this morning, and I'm so excited because I just feel like my hair gets to a length where I don't hate it styled, but it just is more dead than I'd like it to be. I also feel like for the holidays, I'm really looking for just like a very classy, clean cut, and getting some length off usually does that for me. I feel like long hair can look really pretty, but it also has the opportunity to go like right over the hill and then just be really hard to manage. And lately my hair has been doing that. Maybe more so for lack of inspiration than anything else, but I feel like a haircut just gives me that boost. It kind of makes me feel like myself again. And then I'm also having a color consult. I really would love to add in some dimension and like lightness into my hair. And I don't know if the holidays and winter is the time to do that, or if I'm just like kind of going crazy right now, but I really would like a change, and I would like something different with my hair, and so I'm just gonna talk to the girl about it. I've never really loved what anyone has really done with my hair. I really like it like after a year or a few months being lived in, but I've never walked out of the salon when I pay a lot of money for color and been like, this is exactly what I wanted. So I feel a little bit hesitant to even like go the color route, but I do know that I'll talk to her and get a better idea. I just got done with my hair appointment. She just gave me a little bit of a trim, which I wanted, and then touched up my face framing pieces, which I feel like you can't really see the way that she curled it, but it feels really healthy and nice, and having the ends cut off is just really great. But I'm so hungry, it's almost noon, so I stopped for Chick-fil-A, which has not sounded good to me in so long, so I'm really excited that it sounded good. I got a grilled nugget meal with fries and a diet lemonade. So I'm gonna sit here, eat lunch. I'm like 40 minutes from home, and then I think I'm gonna go to a Goodwill, and then I have to drop some stuff off, some Amazon returns at FedEx. So I have a few things to do before I head home, but I'm just enjoying myself today. It's been a good and fun errand day.